Hello, welcome.
What's your story?
Sorry, I'm a little busy at the moment.
Something that...
I lived in this house and the whole village was burned to the ground.
You're dreaming! Get out of here!
Reunion.
Great Sephiroth is near inside the mansion. Great Sephiroth.
Calling. Sephiroth is calling.
Sephiroth!
Being here brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? By the way, won't you be participating in the reunion?
What the hell is all this about?
Genova is holding the reunion. With the reunion, she will become the calamity from the sky.
Calamity from the sky? But I thought Genova was just an ancient.
I see. It would appear that you're not eligible to join us. I shall proceed north over Mount Moon. If you should awaken,
The reunion? Calamity from the sky?
I must rid myself of all those who interfere with my research. That man from the Turks is no exception. I have made some somatological improvements to his body and put him to sleep in the basement. Look for him there if you're interested. This, however, nothing more than a capricious game I have created. Do not feel obliged to take part. Move the dial on the safe carefully, but quickly. You have 20 seconds. The hints for the dials are... the lid of the box with the most oxygen. I have made this, however. Move the dial on the dial behind the one with the black and white teeth. I must rid myself of all those who interfere with my research. That man from the Turks is no exception. I have this, however. Move the dial on the dial from the creak in the floor. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad I have a I have a bad I have a bad
have a bad.
To wake me from my nightmare. Who are you? I don't believe we're acquainted. Please leave.
A nightmare, eh?
Man, it must have been really bad. It even got to me.
This long nightmare is my only way to atone.
Atone?
Nothing. It's none of your concern. Leave. You'd do well to leave this mansion, the place where the nightmare began.
You can say that again.
You. What exactly do you know?
Talk about Sephiroth. It's exactly like you said. This mansion is where the nightmare began. Only, I wished it was a dream, but it's all too real. This is where Sephiroth lost it. Where he found the truth of his existence.
Sephiroth? You know Sephiroth?
You know Sephiroth?
You go first.
And that's all.
So, 5 years ago, Sephiroth discovered the secret behind his birth. The Genova Project. He then went missing, but has recently reappeared, and he says he is seeking the Promised Land and left a pile of bodies in his wake.
So, tell us your story.
My apologies.
Whatever. It was probably depressing anyway.
My sins are all the greater knowing what I do now. I will no doubt be greeted with a plethora of nightmares, and the more torturous they shall be. Now, please leave.
I have a bad feeling. I have a bad... I have a bad...
I don't have time for you.
To wake me from my nightmare. Who are you? I don't believe we're
A nightmare, eh?
Man, it must have been really bad. It even got to
Atone?
nothing to do. You. Fine. Then leave me to my night. to wake. Who are? I don't.
A night
Man, it must.
atone.
Nothing. You'd do well to leave.
You can
You.
talk about. It's exactly like. Only this is where
Sephiroth. You know.
you know.
You go first.
And that's all.
So, he then went and he says,
So
Whatever.
I wouldn't have them. Now, you're still here.
who are you? At least tell us your name.
I worked at Shinra, the General Affairs Investigation Department, also known as the Turks. My name is Vincent Valentine,
The Turks.
formerly of the Turks. I have no affiliation with Shinra now. And you are?
Cloud Strife, formerly of Soldier.
You were also with Shinra? Then do you know Lucrezia?
Who?
Dr. Lucrezia Crescent. The woman who gave birth to Sephiroth.
Gave birth. Isn't Jenova Sephiroth's mother?
That is one of many myths, though it is not completely In truth, he was born to a beautiful woman. That woman was Lucrezia. She was an assistant to Professor Gast, the man responsible for the Genova project.
A human experiment.
I was unable to prevent it. I was unable to dissuade her. Those are my sins. I let the woman I respected, no, the woman I loved, suffer a most terrible
I might have guessed. Boring.
Wait. If I go with you, will I encounter Hojo?
Beats me. But we're after him and Sephiroth, so you might just get your chance.
Lucrezia. Very well. I've decided to join you.
Great. Another weirdo.
Being a former Turk, you might find me useful.
Then it's settled.
blood's boiling. Can't outrun our mistakes.
What's that? A rusty old rocket? What's that doing here?
Let me handle all your weapons and accessory needs. A gun.
Would you like a drink?
No. Yes.
Have you met the captain yet? He's the face of this village, so you should probably go and see him.
This used to be a launch pad for Shima rockets. That leaning rocket there, that's Shima 26. It never got off the ground though.
Don't look up. What's that?
This used to be a launch pad for Shima rocket. That leaning rocket there.
What's that?
This used to be a launch pad. That leaning rocket.
Still nothing to do. Isn't anything exciting ever gonna happen around here? Still not.
Jeez, it's so boring. There's got to be something to do.
That rusted out rocket is all that remains of the Shinra space program.
I want to dedicate my life to making people laugh all over the world.
This used to be a launch. That leaning rocket there? The rocket is called. Want to take a look at it with me?
Look up.
It never ceases to amaze me. I'm sorry I pestered you with my hobby. It isn't much, but let me give you this. I hope you'll make good use of it.
Welcome. This is an item store.
The only thing my dithering old husband does is stare at that darn rocket all day long.
I want to dedicate my life to making people laugh all over the world.
There's a Shinra logo on it. Tiny Bronco. Neat. Wish we had one of these.
Cloud, let's grab it! I love stealing from Shinra!
May I help you?
No, it's okay. We're just looking.
If you would like to use it, please ask the captain. He should be in his rocket. I'm Shara. And you?
Cloud.
I'm Yuffie.
Vincent. I'm with the... My apologies. That is no longer relevant.
You're not with Shinra? I thought you were here to discuss restarting the space program. The new president, Rufus, is scheduled to come here. The captain's been restless all morning.
Rufus?
Who the hell are you? What do you want?
We're looking for the captain.
Captain? Well, that's yours truly, of course. The name's Sid. Everyone calls me Captain, though. So what do you want?
We heard Rufus is coming. Can we tell us about...
Hey, not bad for a kid. Alright then, here it is. You know Shinra developed a lot of technology during the Meaningless War, right? They might be peddling Mako now, but back then they were a weapons manufacturer. Well, in the middle of all of that, they created a rocket engine. We all went nuts at the thought of going up into space. Our dreams grew bigger and bigger. They poured stupid amounts of cash into the budget, made prototype after prototype. And this right here is the final model, Shinra 26. They chose the finest pilot in all of Shinra. No, the world. Me! I mean, you need to use your best, don't you? At last, we came to the launch day. Everything was going perfect. But because of that dumbass Shira, the launch was a failure. Then the penny pinching started. The upshot is Shinra retired the space program. After they told me the future was space, it got all of my damn hopes up. Soon as they figured out they could turn Mako into money, it was all over. They didn't even so much as look at space travel again. Money, moolah, dinero, that's all that mattered to them in the end. They reduced my dream to a bunch of numbers. Look at this rust bucket. I was supposed to be the first man in space with this. Every day it means a little more. At this rate, I don't know which of us will bite the dust first. My only hope is the president. My only hope. My only...
Cloud? Did the captain say anything?
Not really.
Oh?
Hey, Shira! What are you, blind? Why not use some initiative and bring our guests some tea? Half-wit!
I'm sorry.
Really, don't mind us.
Quite mumbling! Sit your ass in the chair and drink your goddamn tea! Ah, damn it! Now I'm just pissed. Shira, I'll be in the backyard tuning up the Tidy Bronco. Tea for the guests. Get it done!
Man, who put chocobo poo in his coffee?
Sorry, this is our fault.
No, it's always like this.
Your patience is commendable.
Well, he's like that because I was clumsy. I'm the one who destroyed his dream.
What happened?
Hey! Get your ass in gear! You work like a snail. Even the moon will take off waiting around for you.
I'm sorry.
How much longer are you gonna be checking those damn oxygen tanks? Shira, being cautious is all well and good, but it's pointless to go on checking them. They would rupture if hell did freeze over.
But...
No buts! You're not stupid, so step it up!
I'm sorry.
Captain, our dreams are finally coming true.
We're so proud to be part of the launch of Shinra 26.
Preparations are complete. All that's left is liftoff!
Yeah, back in no time.
All right, Captain. Fly our dreams into space.
Thanks, guys.
Safe journey.
Gauge is clear. Shinra 26, ready for liftoff.
Engine pressure rising. Shinra 26, 3 minutes to liftoff. Beginning countdown.
Finally. What the? What happened?
Captain Sid, we have an emergency situation. A mechanic still in the engine section of the rocket.
What'd you just say? Which one of those idiots is it?
I don't know. Activate the intercom in the engine section.
God damn it! Who the hell's still in there?
Captain, it's Shira. Don't worry about me. Please go ahead with the launch.
Shira! What are you still doing today?
I was concerned. The results from the oxygen tank test weren't satisfactory.
No, you fool! When this thing takes off, it's gonna be so hot in there, there ain't gonna be shit left to you! You're gonna be burned to a crisp! You're gonna die! Get it?
It's okay, as long as I can fix this. The launch will be a success. I'm almost done.
Almost done? You're gonna
The
die!
countdown's starting any second. There's not enough time. Starting the engine.
Hey! Wait! Shira's still in there!
What should we do, kid? It'll be important now. It'll be another 6 months before the next one.
Shit, Shira, you goddamn fool! You wanna make me a murderer? Is that you, Shira? Shira, hurry up! You're gonna die!
Ignition in 30 seconds. Beginning countdown. Sid, forget about her. She'll never make it out in time.
What am I supposed to do?
Engine ignition in 15 seconds. Internal temperature rising.
Oh man, the moon, outer space, my dreams.
Ignite engine.
He threw the emergency shutdown switch to save my life. After that, The space program suffered cutbacks, and the launch was canceled. It's my fault. He didn't fulfill his dream. That's why. It's all right. I have a debt to pay.
Shira, you still haven't served him tea.
I'm sorry.
Sit down already. Or ain't my hospitality good enough for you? They're late. Where's Rufus?
Hey! Long time no see! So, Sid, how you been?
Well, if it ain't Fat Man Palmer. How long were your lot figuring on keeping me waiting? So, when's the space program starting up again?
Hey! I don't know! The president's outside, so why don't you ask him?
Good for nothing, fat bastard. No change there then, huh?
Don't say fat! Ooh, hey! Tea! Can I have some too? With lots of sugar and honey and... Oh yeah, don't forget the lard!
Is the space program really the reason why President Rufus is paying us a visit? Is the space...
Hey! Have we met before? Hey! Is the tea ready yet? With plenty of sugar and honey! Oh yeah, and don't forget the lard!
What the? You got me all excited for nothing? And what did you come here for?
We need you to hand over the tiny Bronco. We're going after Sephiroth, but it seems we've been searching in the wrong places up until now. We think we know where he's heading, but it means crossing the ocean. That's why we need your plane.
Holy shit! First the airship, then the rocket, and now the tiny Bronco! Shinra took space away from me, and now it wants to take the sky away from me too!
Oh my. You seem to forget it was because of the Shinra Company you were able to fly in the first place. You do well to remember that.
What?
Excuse me. This way. You wanted to use a tiny Bronco, correct? I believe Palmer's going to take it. Maybe you should have a talk with him.
Why do I have to do this? I'm head of the space program!
We'll be taking the tiny Bronco.
I've seen you somewhere before. Ah! I know! The Shinra building! when the president was killed! Security!
It won't stop.
Forget about it! Hop on! Whoa! All right, hang on, everybody! Whoa! Whoa! Sid! What? Hop on! Oh, shit! Hang on tight, everyone! Shit! The tail's been hit! I guess it's time for an emergency landing then?
It'll be a big splash. Hang on to your britches and don't go wetting them.
So you're saying the tiny Bronco won't be flying anytime soon, right? Can we use it as a boat?
Hell, do whatever you like.
Sid, what will you do now?
I don't know. I'm history with Shinra, and I've given up on the village.
How about your wife, Shera? Will she be alright?
Wife, don't make me laugh. Just thinking about marrying her gives me the heebie-jeebies. What are you guys up to?
We're going after a man named Sephiroth. We'll have to take care of Rufus someday as well.
I don't know about any of that, but... sounds interesting. Sign me up.
How about it, everyone?
Do whatever you feel is right.
Glad to be aboard, shit for brains.
Shit for brains?
Yeah. Anyone going up against Shinra nowadays has got to be a tale short of a play. I like it. So, where are we headed? Rufus was prattling on about following the Sephiroth of yours to the Temple of the Ancients.
What? Where's that?
Beats me. Jerkface Jr. was saying he'd been searching in the wrong locations and needed my plane. So I figure it's gotta be someplace way out.
Let's just head for land to get some information. Temple of the Ancients. That name bothers me.
How about going west? No reason. No reason at all.
How to fly the tiny Bronco. Press the confirm button to get on. Press the cancel button to get off. Tiny Bronco can cross shallow waters and rivers. Players can get on and off it on the beach.
Another customer. You sure came out of your way. But if it's the keystone you're after, you're too late. I don't have it anymore.
Keystone?
What? You didn't come here for that? The keystone is supposed to unlock the door to a very old temple somewhere. And, get this, they say it's the Temple of the Ancients.
The Temple of the Ancients?
Don't take it seriously. It's just a folk tale. Huh? What?
Where's the keystone?
I sold it already. Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, I didn't really want to sell it, but he wasn't the sort of fella who takes no for an answer, if you follow.
Who did you sell it to?
Dio, the manager of the Gold Saucer, said he was going to put it in his showroom. Why not go take a look?
Where's the temple?
Like I said, it's only a folk tale. But if it were true, that sure would be something, huh? Come to think of it, it's also said that the ultimate destructive magic is hidden at the temple.
Ultimate destructive magic?
Don't take it too seriously, remember?
Wait!
Is there a problem?
I happen to know about this area. You see, it gets pretty rough up ahead. We have to prepare a little.
Up ahead. I foresee no danger. Your behavior is certainly suspicious, however.
No! It's really tough ahead and...
Here he comes! Seize him!
Shinra!
Hey, wait! This isn't him! These guys are...
What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself.
I didn't know! This one has nothing to do with me!
This one. An interesting choice of words. You had something else in mind?
No!
What should we do?
Do him in! Don't think, just do it!
I sensed something was awry. Look at what happened. My materia. It's been stolen.
Yo, we got a problem. Our materia's disappeared.
Hey, where's Yuffie?
Inexcusable. Her only interest was our materia. We can't leave this be. She ran north. We must pursue her and reclaim it all.
Sorry, but our stock is completely sold out at the moment. What are those, you ask? No, those are, samples. Yeah, they're samples. Come back later, okay?
I'm sorry. You see... No, forget it. Stop by again later.
You! What are you doing here? Never mind that. You must be all out of luck running into the Turks again. All right, prepare yourselves.
Elena? Shut up, will ya?
Sir?
Remind me, why did we come all the way out here in the middle of nowhere?
We're on vacation. We're trying to forget about work.
Exactly. And you're ruining it.
But...
Even the booze will go sour.
Sorry.
Drink up, Rude! How long have we been a team, eh? Being a Turk's tough at times. But after all said and done, I'm glad to be one. And I got to meet a bunch of weirdos like you. Drink up! Being a Turk, and I got
Looks like it's your lucky day. Now get out of my sight. Next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving.
To the Turks. To Reno. Cheers.
Hello there. Did you know there used to be a water god in Wutai? They say the god was like a huge snake. We live in a world of Mako now, so not many believe in stuff like that anymore. Still, it's said that the water god scales, and a materia containing the god's power can be found in Wutai and the lands beyond.
Guess what? That huge statue standing proud on the mountain is Dajao. I hear you can climb all the way to the top, but it's real dangerous, so be careful if you try that. A girl with materia? Nope. Nobody's climbed Dajao for some time now. Hey, guess what? I've been hearing these weird rambling sounds coming from inside the materia store.
Lord Godo resides in a mansion up ahead. He was once an incredibly powerful man, but now all he does is sleep, for one reason or another. Yuffie's been obsessed with materia for a long time. She's always hanging around places that might have any. We've got all sorts here.
I'm sorry. I know the sign outside says materia, but there's almost none left in Wutai. This has been a backwater village ever since the Shinra Company... well, you know. If we had a lot of materia, I really think Wutai could flourish like before.
The girl with material.
That five-tiered structure over there is called the Pagoda of the Five Masters. The first four masters have the ability of power, speed, magic, and martial arts. The fifth and final master is proficient in all four disciplines combined. Did you know that the people of Wutai have worshipped Dazhao and the water god since antiquity? Legend tells us that the village has been protected by Dazhao, the water god, and even so, we were outmatched in our last battle. I suppose legend is just that, a legend.
What do you want? Don't have anything much, but should be able to relax here.
Make yourselves at home. Yuffie? No. Never heard of her. Her assistant. I say again, I don't know of her.
I said I don't know her. There isn't anyone named Yuffie anywhere in Wutai.
Who are you? I've spotted quite a few Shinra soldiers around here recently. You wouldn't have anything to do with that, would you? If you're causing trouble with Shinra, I am going to have to ask you to leave. I don't want them breathing down my neck.
Coward!
Yuffie!
Are you that scared of Shinra? Why don't you just bow down to them like all the other towns have? These people here are actually fighting Shinra!
Enough! What would you know of this?
So you lost one battle, and that's it? Whatever happened to the mighty Wutai I keep hearing about?
This does not concern a child such as yourself. And you are still wearing that atrocious outfit.
You ought to be ashamed!
Au contraire, I can wear whatever I like. It's no one else's business. C'est la vie.
Au contraire, c'est la vie? To think you would go so far as to use outlandish language. My daughter, a delinquent?
Whatever! You're a lazy, sad excuse for a father!
じいちゃん、また変なの来たよ。前のことはだいぶ違うみたいだけど、それでも異常だよ。
Well, well, long time no see. What have you been up to? What was your name again?
もう、じいちゃん、この人は知り合いじゃないよ。勝手に家に入り込んできた人だよ。じいちゃん、お願いだから手伝ってよ。変な女の子が家にいるんだってば。ほら。
Well, well.
もう、じいちゃん。
can't get away this time, Yuffie.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. You win. I'll give you back your materia.
So our reports were right. You are here on vacation. We finally found him, sir, but we're going to need the Turks' help on this mission.
What a drag.
I'm sorry?
We're on vacation and can't babysit you right now, okay?
As I said, we're aware you're on vacation, but...
If you know, then get lost, yeah? I'm sobering up just looking at you.
But I thought headquarters gave you the same orders to look for him. Alright, fine. We'll get him without any help from the Turks. You'll see. And don't think headquarters isn't gonna hear about this.
Reno, sir, was that a good idea? I mean, is that the way a professional, a Turk, should behave?
Elena, don't misunderstand. Those who sacrifice everything for their job aren't pros. Just fools.
Rude, sir? Well, I don't buy that. Please excuse me.
Relax. She's not a child. Let her have her own way.
I know, the materia. It's in a safe place. Follow me. I've been hearing ever since I was little that Wutai was a lot more bustling and powerful before I was born. And now look at it. Just another tourist trap. We were defeated in the war and found peace. But something was lost in the process. Now, Wutai is... That's why, if I had lots of materia, I know I could...
Sorry, Yuffie, but I don't care about the history of Wutai or your feelings. You've got our materia and we want it back. If you give it to us now, we'll drop the whole thing.
I know that as well as anyone. That... switch. The lever on the left. The materia's... there.
What the hell's going on?
Never trust anyone that easily. The materia's mine. Tough luck. You want your materia? Then you'll just have to find me, won't you? Now that rings a bell. I could give you suckers 100 clues like that one and you'd all still never work it out. Bye-bye!
haven't truly been to Wutai until you've had a drink at the Toto Lounge. To find us, keep an eye out for the big boat located at the entrance.
Things have been kind of rowdy since you came to town. What's going on?
You're...
Corneo! I finally found a new chickie. 2 for 1, in fact. 2?
Hey, let go of me! You're gonna regret this!
There he is! It's Corneo! Don't let... Charge!
Elena.
Corneo is still only good at making a run for it, eh?
Elena.
Let's go, Rude. We'll give him a taste of what the Turks are all about. Then again, he has Elena. That could make things a little tricky, yeah? So, yeah.
Fine. Corneo's kidnapped Yuffie too, and without her, we won't get our materia back.
Don't misunderstand. We're not joining forces. Let's just think of it as staying out of each other's way, eh?
I'm cool with that. It'll be a sad day when we cooperate with the Turks. Now, where the heck did Corneo run off to?
I know him almost too well. Think about it. What place sticks out the most here in Wutai?